Don't chance it.
And here we are now.
Entertain us.
So, yes, we are on board the Solar Star, which is flying reasonably low over the treetops in one of the vast forests that cover the surface of Ganymede. Attempting to scan for survivors.
Jimmy,
Yes, Captain.
bring me a scotch.
Aye, aye, Captain. Well, Thargan vandalizes the walls in the galley.
As long as you didn't knock down the rules.
Right. All my epitaph says is Cookie died and has today's date. My wall of heroes.
Short, simple, to the point. I like it. It's very, very Thargan. All right. So, let's see what we have here. Let's see. So we've got scanners. Always a good thing to have.
Cora,
Yes.
if you pick anything up on scanners, let me know.
Sure will.
I go into the galley with my scotch.
Thargan is carving something into the wall.
Captain's not in the mood to yell at the Martians right now. He just sits there drinking his scotch. Never lost anyone in my watch. Never.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
I think it was out loud.
I will. Thargan stops carving, or he finishes up, and he turns to the captain. Captain, it is. I share the fault for Cookie's death. I am ready to accept your punishment.
I look at Thargan. It's not your fault. I'm the captain. I have to take responsibility for what happens on my ship.
Right, Captain, but I could have pursued him. I could have saved him.
No, Thargan, you couldn't have. And we'd be gone too, and the prince would be lost.
I should have found a way.
Thargan, you're too hard on yourself sometimes.
I have all these. It shows the shame that I bear.
Thargan, you have no shame.
Kind of cock my head to the side.
Jimmy,
Yes, Captain.
bring Thargan a scotch.
Get some chocolate ice cream.
With chocolate syrup in it, yeah.
And suddenly, Jimmy is there handing you a scotch.
The ice cubes match.
Yep. Exactly the same number of ice cubes, exactly the same glass, poured to exactly the same level.
He is.
What is this, Captain?
Called scotch. It's an earth drink.
Oh, it's only an earth drink. Okay.
No, guy.
And I down it.
I was going to propose a toast.
Oh, Jimmy, I need more of the scotch.
He
You
would
got it.
even drink the ice cubes.
I did. I did.
Just like this crunchy noise.
No. He didn't chew them.
I just swallowed them.
All of them.
Jimmy hands you a replacement scotch just like the last one.
To Cookie. He really couldn't cook. But he was a good man.
The end.
Waiting for the butt. He fought plants well.
No. Third.
Oh, what?
We clink our glasses together.
Oh boy.
Not with a lot of right.
Blood everywhere.
There. Okay. Now you can drink. Don't drink the ice cubes. Jimmy, keep them coming.
You got it. Do you need more, Thargan?
Yes, this scotch has an interesting flavor.
Hey, Jimmy, I have a bottle in my room. Bring it for Thargan.
Aye, Captain.
The question is, does he put the bottle on the table?
He was told to bring it, so yeah.
The captain said the bottle was for me, so I put the glass down, pick up the bottle, start drinking. I don't know how scotch affects alien DNA, so
We'll find out, I guess.
We'll
We're gonna
find
find
out, I suppose. I don't
We're
think,
gonna find
I don't think there's necessarily rules for that.
no. And it's not chocolate syrup, at least. So the prince has forbidden me from engaging in chocolate. So
Well, that didn't go well.
It was far more interesting than it should have been.
A bit lively, yeah, but you know.
Remember that time?
Remember that time that
Thargan ruined everything.
which one? You have to be a little more specific there.
all right,
Specificity is not my strong suit today.
it's not important there. This is
Thargan ruins everything. Monday nights on Fox.
probably know how this is going to go, but Thargan, give me a strength and resolve roll.
Oh, okay. 15 plus 5 is 20.
You know, you're handling your liquor really well, and it's just not phasing your Martian physiology at all.
I mean, it's not chocolate, so
That's right. It's not chocolate. It's not hallucinogenic. This is not phasing you.
He's like Dr. Johnny Fever. He gets better.
That's right.
Full of chocolate, okay?
Just confusing the hell out of the police officer. All right. We will smash cut from there to the science lab.
Science.
Have you considered trying science?
Comma, there is a knock at the door to your science lab.
And me with no one to get the door for me. I will go over and open the door.
You open the door, and there is a young Earth woman standing there before you. She's wearing a jumpsuit. It's beat up. It's missing kind of a patch over the patch of fabric on the shoulder. It has the logo of the Ganymede study group, which, as a European, you're familiar with what they've been up to there on Ganymede. She is clearly surprised to see you at the door. Kind of almost involuntarily kind of takes a step backward.
Greetings.
Almost dropping the plant, the plant tentacle that she's holding in her hands. Sorry to interrupt.
No. Come on in. What's the tentacle?
Well, this is part of the one of the vines that was attacking us. I thought
It was attacking you?
so yeah, no, they didn't tell you like I'm sorry. My name's Janet. Your captain rescued me from the forest. I was on a research mission, and we were attacked by these vine plant things that just.
My name's Kama. Did he just lock up? No. Yes? Bryce, are you locked up? Like he's going to answer.
Oh man.
I think he is because this is the same.
Yeah.
Or he's making that face for a really long time.
Don't breathe. Don't breathe.
Yeah. Andrea, don't come and pat him on the back. He'll have that face forever.
Oh man, it's frustrating.
Oh, there he is.
And the connection hiccup. This is just born under a bad sign. God damn it. So when did you guys lose me?
She had just introduced herself, and I was starting to say, my name is Kama, and then you were suspiciously silent for a really long time. Like, is she stunned that my name is Kama? This doesn't make any sense.
All right, so you introduced yourself as Kama. I was like, oh, this is I was on a research mission, and we were attacked by these vines came flying out of the ground at us, and this is part of one of them, and I thought you could use the science lab to try and study it if that's okay.
Sure. Just you might want to stay away from the uranium in the corner.
Uranium? What do you? Okay. Yeah. No. That's fine.
Okay. Well, yeah, you're more than welcome. It's a big lab, plenty of room.
All right. So it kind of shuffles, slides over to some of the equipment there, and starts to work. She is working. Looks like she's working quite well with it. She must be a talented human.
Good. I prefer to share my workspace with someone who knows what they're doing.
Science.
Science. It is worth noting, given your familiarity with the Jovian system, that you're unfamiliar with any vine. I mean, Ganymede is a lot of sentient plants. It's what the native life forms evolved from there, but you have not heard of any kind of vines that attack in any kind of manner like this existing on Ganymede.
And you're saying these plants are from Ganymede?
They came out of the ground. I mean, I assume they were, but we haven't cataloged anything like it before.
Were you doing any sorts of experiments that may have caused them? Perhaps?
Not where we were. We were just, and where our camp was, we were away from the main study group site, but we were just collecting samples of local plant life, soil samples, biological samples. We didn't have any here. I don't think anyone at the study group's doing anything like that.
Was there anybody else? Was there any oppositional groups, perhaps?
Well, not that we've bumped into. I mean, we've had pretty good relations with the local tribes.
That's interesting. Could I see a sample of the tentacle?
Oh, absolutely, help yourself.
Okay, I'm going to just go and inspect it to see if I can see what may be causing the abnormal growth.
Let's engage the mechanics.
Our mechanic is engaged.
He's set to be married next Tuesday.
He's written his own vows. No one will understand them. Let's see here.
Oh, what the heck are my dice?
Sorry. Well, that will be important.
Perhaps it's Thargan's fault. It's 2d6 plus
2d6
attribute plus the skill.
Yes, and it's going to be ingenuity and science, and I think you get a bonus for your man of science there. I'm looking that up here. Let's see. +2 bonus to any rolls involving the science skill. So yeah, you're going to add +2 to that to this roll on top of everything else.
20.
Nice. So you take a look at it with your expertise, and if you were, not a, incredibly intelligent, skilled European scientist such as yourself, you might have mistaken this for native life forms. It is certainly composited of biomatter that is native to Ganymede, but it is not a naturally occurring life form. Someone has engineered this.
So you got the fingerprints of any specific scientist or race of scientists, or?
Yeah, you rolled a 20, so it's a pretty good roll there. Well, it doesn't look like it's nothing. The native Ganymedians are pretty primitive when it comes to technology, so there's no way they could have done it.
I was thinking more, did the Europans do it? That would be very obvious to me. But or, well, I don't know if it would be very obvious, but it'd be more obvious.
It'd certainly be more obvious. It does not. It does not look like. Let me phrase this properly. It's not something that you're aware of the Europans putting together.
Okay.
But it has clearly been done using very similar levels of technology.
Okay.
But it's not it doesn't have quite the level of craftsmanship that you would expect from something from a life form engineered by your people.
Okay. It's clearly the Martians.
It's very probable.
I mean, there's some ancient Martian tech. There's some ancient Martian technology that could do it. But
All right. Well, this was engineered. I'm just going to share it with her by someone.
she kind of looks up and say, "Well, who would want to do something like that?"
I don't know, but they used local fauna to engineer it, however. So somebody who probably doesn't want people there digging around. Anybody show any particular dissatisfaction with you being there on Ganymede?
Not that I'm aware of, anyway. And the only people that I know that would do that would be one of the mining consortiums, but we're pretty far away from any of their territorial claims. And most of their battles have been with various tribes of natives and mostly with conventional weaponry. I don't say they wouldn't have the resources to do it. I don't know what they would. I don't know that they would do that.
Well, it's interesting. I mean, I certainly don't know for sure that they did it, but
I mean, if someone engineered, that means you were intentionally attacked. Then
it certainly seems like it's hard to say. If you engineer something to be aggressive, that doesn't necessarily mean you intended it to attack everyone it attacks. You are responsible, however, if it attacks someone after you engineer it to be aggressive.
It's just such irresponsible science. Just to turn something loose like that, then. I hope we can figure out what's going on and find who did this to my friends and your crew member.
Oh, one of the crew members was killed.
I was dragged away. I think I heard his name was Cookie.
Ah.
Is he the cook around here? Or?
No.
Oh.
Yes, but yes and no.
No. Yeah, he got dragged off into the trees right before we lifted off.
Are we sure that he's actually been killed?
I mean, I don't know. He was just drug off, and then they lost sight of him. From what I understand.
All right. Can I have a larger sample of that tentacle?
Absolutely. Take whatever you need.
I want to see if I can actually come up with something that will unmake it. Basically
right.
Sever the connections that bound it together in this particular.
All right, give me another science roll. And
Intergalactic roundup.
Intergalactic roundup.
All right, science roll. I got another 20.
And so yeah, you look at it and using your knowledge, using your knowledge of science, bioengineering, and mixing a little of your open technology. What kind of form are you looking for? Are you looking for like some kind of chemical spray? Or are you looking for
Probably something that we could spray on that'll just basically make the stuff fall into its component pieces. Or,
you're pretty certain you can you can whip something up. Take a little bit of time to synthesize it in any kind of large quantities, but yeah, you can with a 20, and since you got the gadget to your trade, you'd be able to also go with some manner of delivery that would be effective in a combat situation.
Okay.
All right. So while you do that, we will smash cut evil plant juice. We will smash cut to our prince. Let's see. You've
Your
been
mic
with.
is on mute, Mike.
Oh yeah, you're muted there, man.
Ah, yes, I forgot. Thank you. The staff is standing in the middle of my quarters, and I am walking around it at the moment, staring at it. I don't know why it's doing what it's doing.
Yeah, it's certainly unusual. It's not not necessarily supposed to be doing something like that, but let's see. You've got all sorts of psychic training and whatnot there.
So I am going to attempt to use said psychic abilities to try to divine what this thing is trying to tell me.
Yeah, give me this is going to be, again, this is one of your two best stats here. Give me presence and resolve as you channel your psychic powers into the strangely glowing staff.
Okay. Oh, it's 2d6, right?
2d6.
Remember that time your staff talked to you?
That's right. 2d6, that's 12. 19.
Nice. So you are you use your psychic powers, trying to focus your attention and your ever-growing abilities on this staff, trying to figure out what is causing the crystal to pulse. And so you open your mind to it there, and it kind of comes in a kind of a torrent of information there. It's detecting a signal, not any kind of radio or scanner signal. It's picking up a psychic broadcast, essentially.
More like a psychic beacon.
Yes. That not necessarily don't know if it's actually intended for the staff, or if the staff is just picking it up as a coincidence of as a function of being close to it. But someone with either some very significant psychic powers, or someone who has found a way to boost their psychic powers, is using those powers nearby. And interestingly enough, you get you get a sense that it is. You're gonna get with a 19. You're gonna get an idea of what direction it's coming from relative to the ship. But you also are getting images. It's like someone is broadcasting commands in kind of almost like in picture form, kind of a thing. Like you have to communicate with someone, that doesn't have a language. And so what you're seeing is kind of mental images of these vines kind of springing out of the ground and attacking this complex that you recognize from where the ship landed initially, the study group complex that the ship initially landed at right before right as your staff started glowing. There's images of them hitting the walls and coming up underneath the walls. And
is this, am I interpreting this as communication directly with the vines?
Yes, it'd be like if you're trying to implant a command into something, kind of a thing. Giving like, go do this.
Okay. Can I get a read on where the commands are coming from?
Yes, you've got a pretty good idea of where they're coming from in relation to the ship.
Okay. I contact the captain via the ship's internal communication system.
Good luck with that.
He's the captain. Captain gets to hold his liquor.
Here, hold my liquor.
I'm looking at Thargan amazed.
Thargan is just he looks like he could go toe to toe with those vines, do 10 rounds of those vines all over again, despite the fact that he's had a tremendous amount of your scotch.
I can imagine it being like in a Super Troopers when they're drinking down the syrup.
That's just terrible.
Okay, if I can't get the captain, I get Cora.
Did you hear something, Thargan?
What?
So, Cora, on the bridge, the intercom goes off.
Reg.
Cora.
Yes.
I have a I have information. Perhaps you will be interested in hearing it.
What sort of information?
Though, before I begin, it has been made clear to me that I must respect the chain of command. Is the captain anywhere available?
Last I heard,
In the galley.
last I heard, Captain was in the galley. Well, I don't know if it's such a good idea to bring him in on anything at the moment.
I believe that the information that I have is of utmost importance.
You say so?
Actually, I know where the galley is. I will take myself there.
Alrighty,
Thank you, Cora.
certainly.
And I grab the staff and I go to the galley.
All right. So, doesn't take too long to get to the galley.
All right.
Captain's there, drinking scotch. Thargan's there, drinking scotch.
Ah, wait, what?
The mural of Thargan in his cleaning gear is still up. There's a new addition to the wall, carved into it, kind of crudely because it was done with the hammocks. Is Cookie's name. Cookie died today's date.
I look at that for a moment.
Sorry.
Okay.
Pamphlet.
Perfect timing. I love it. What the hell?
Yeah. Just like
Hit that lull in conversation perfectly there.
Hey,
that's saying
it did that 'cause I turned off the volume, but I guess apparently I didn't.
I take myself over to the captain.
Ah, Prince.
Captain,
Kind of want to be a fly on the wall for this conversation.
it is, as usual, an extraordinary pleasure to speak with you today.
Yeah, you should be, yeah. Hey, you know what? You need to get those shame flowers off of Thargan.
No. Now, where was I?
Captain's orders.
I'm sorry.
Captain's orders.
No. Like I was saying, there was a matter of I look over at the wall again. What precisely killed the former incompetent cook?
A vine. A sentient killer vine.
Ah. Did it attack the ship?
Yes, it did.
And a large research, what appears to be a research station?
Yes. How do you know all this?
It would seem that the vines are under some sort of psychic control. And that psychic control is strong enough to cause my staff to react. And additionally, it allows me to directionally determine from whence the psychic commands are coming. Perhaps you have some interest in this?
Yeah, because we're still looking for survivors.
Hmm.
We do have a sample of the vine.
Perhaps I can help with the search for survivors.
That would be just swell.
I'll have to see. Hold on a minute. My resolve is this. I presume then that the area we landed on Ganymede, did we not?
Yes.
Okay. The area of Ganymede, I can generally scan the area. I am assuming that survivors of a recent attack by vines would probably be easier to find and differentiate from the other slightly less traumatized minds. Bryce,
Yeah.
you.
That makes sense.
Okay. I'm willing to attempt that. In the meantime, I can also provide some directional. I don't believe I can provide coordinates. That would be more useful to you. However, I can provide raw direction from whence the psychic commands are coming. I presume this takes us back to Ganymede, from what I understand so far. Bryce?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's coming from it's coming from the planet's surface.
Right. All right. So would this be amenable to you, Captain?
That would be fine.
Then it is my understanding we are leaving Ganymede at this time.
No, we're still flying over looking for.
Oh, okay. If we're still flying over Ganymede,
Yes.
I will go and speak with Cora. Dargan,
Yes, Prince.
what are you drinking?
The captain calls it scotch. It is a mild earth drink you drink when someone dies in honor of them.
Ah. Very well then.
Trying to engage in earth customs.
Of course. Continue.
There is no chocolate in it.
Of course not. I forbid you to have chocolate. Why would I assume there would be chocolate in it? He turns
course.
around and walks away. All right, now I go to Cora.
Well, Cora, back up on the bridge. Here comes the prince.
Dum, dum, dum.
I said, "Smell you later, Holmes. I'm the Prince of Fresh."
Cora, the captain has given me permission to provide direction for your piloting.
All right.
The psychic commands which are being given to the vines, causing them to attack, are coming from that direction.
Yeah, kind of a bearing of the ships, kind of looping over the area looking for survivors. They'll take you out of the immediate area of the attack, somewhere Cookie disappeared. Kind of head you in a northerly direction.
However, before you leave, I must scan for survivors.
Okay. You said there's vines are controlled psychically?
Indeed. All right, so I gone ahead and start scanning for survivors.
All right, give another presence and resolve roll.
21.
Wow, nice. You once again use your impressive psychic abilities and open your mind to what's around you, and you pick up a pair of incredibly panicked and scared minds, essentially. They're in the trees, not far from where the Solar Star is currently gliding.
There's a survivor. Well, two survivors. There. I point.
Okay.
Are they anywhere near the vines?
There aren't any vines that you can see down there, other than the normal vines that grow. Nothing aggressive right now.
Okay.
There's no place good to land here, Cora. You can give me a piloting roll and see how close you can get the Solar Star into kind of hover, essentially.
Do we have a rope?
I'm sure that there is. Seems like the kind of thing that a well-equipped crew would have.
That would be a 20.
So yeah, you can bring Solar Star in nice and close. Once you kind of bring the ship down lower, you see him kind kind of mixed in with the the leaves and branches of the trees. A couple of people. They look like they're wearing jumpsuits similar to the woman that the captain and Thargan and company rescued their first time out. They are, of course, they're not moving around a whole lot because they're kind of up in a tree, well off the off the ground. But they do certainly seem happy to see something that isn't a vine trying to drag them off somewhere.
I'll be damned.
I look for Cookie.
I got 21 there. So you're looking for Cookie, and you're familiar with them. Cookie. You've been on the ship for a bit now. He's a ways off. You're just kind of getting the it's kind of the faintest impression of him, but in the same direction, the same area where the psychic commands are being broadcast from the vines. That's where I'm kind of feeling in amongst all of that some Cookie.
All right, I hit the comm for the galley. Captain.
Yeah.
I have detected Cookie. It is faint. It is in the direction where the psychic commands are originating.
Be up there.
Thargan leaps to his feet.
Action target.
We will avenge him.
All right.
You avenge him if he's not dead.
We will kill,
Target
we
will
will-
kill him so
we
that
will
he
kill
can
him. And avenge him.
Okay, Targan's avenging someone here. This is happening.
No one's getting avenged. However, we have to stop and rescue these two individuals.
Yes.
Captain, I've developed this poison for these vines.
What?
Poison. He kills them.
Do we want to do that?
Well, evidently the prince can sense their psychic, their thoughts or whatever. That's creepy stuff to me, but evidently he can do it.
Does seem like the thing that a Martian might do.
Come up with me with the bridge.
Sure. I was wondering, how would you feel about a shield for your ship? An energy field that can disperse the disintegration rays.
That would be keen.
Keen.
Wait till he says G. Willikers.
Concern it.
That would be swell.
Those pirates will rue the day we got our shields on.
All right, so as Kama makes his way up to the bridge, various members of the crew work to bring the
Survivors.
the people we're rescuing up from the trees there. Open up a hatch, throw down a ladder, get some ropes and some harnesses and whatnot. All the rescue gear that a ship as well prepared as the Solar Star has at the ready. And after about 15 minutes or so, you get word on the intercom there on the bridge that you got 2 more people on board. Appear to be in fairly decent shape, all things considered. They're bruised and cut up, but they don't appear to be severely wounded or anything like that.
Could appear to I point in the direction that the psychic emanations are originating. I believe it is that way.
So now everybody's on the bridge.
Wow,
So, of course, Cora.
We need to leave soon.
this is never happened before.
Does it fit all of us?
Of course, it's as big as it needs to be.
We are, after all, playing a narrative style game.
Of
Our
course.
scientist here
True.
has come up with a way to poison these plants.
What do we want to do?
Is the poison easily dispersed?
Don't, Doctor?
Doctor, science, what you do?
Doctor?
Bob.
I'm not a doctor.
Whatever you are,
I'm a scientist, you freak.
science.
We can't just call you scientist.
True, but comma would work.
I have a name, thank you.
Like,
My name is not, in fact, Doctor.
whatever.
It is now.
Okay, red guy.
I wasn't the. Hey, how easy is it going to be to disperse your poison?
As easy as you want it to be.
Just like the ship's bridge is as big as it needs to be.
Exactly. Is there any question about this?
Okay, then. Lee, the captain is ready for you to do whatever it is you do.
That voodoo that I do so well?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's no voodoo.
Get Chads and Binks to help
Alright.
you disperse it.
What do I need to do to disperse the poison to the... It's not really
Alright, so we're gonna
poison. It's more like a antigen.
We're going to load our European Agent Orange.
Dun, 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 dun. By the way, this has a very detrimental effect on psychics. Kidding. However, you may grow an extra head. It's okay, but it'll be fine.
So yeah, so you're gonna load something up here so you can crop dust the heck out of things here as we set a course. So
Course
yeah,
for
that's,
adventure.
that's going to be ingenuity and technology. And I think you're gonna double check here. Let's see. Yeah, you're gonna use them. Let's see. I'm trying to see what Gadgeteer does you for him. Let's see. All right, so that's something else. Okay, so that doesn't do anything there. Yeah, so you're gonna give me ingenuity and technology. Gadgeteer is all about.
All right, I'm having issues with my character sheet. Can somebody tell me what my ingenuity plus technology is?
It's gonna be 9.
9 plus this. Okay. Not my best roll. 13.
That's above average. Yeah, you it's just about there. Yeah, you're it's going to take you longer than you thought that it would. Yeah, human technology being what it is, but you'll be able to rig up an aerial dispersal system. It's not going to be ready right away, though.
Yeah. Someday when you guys have a main deflector array, we will be able to use those.
And I will
Because that can do
people-
everything.
Good to use against Borg, too, from what I hear.
Yeah. Burn right through
Around
their.
there. All right, so we're heading towards the source of the psychic signal. In the meantime, how are we approaching it? Are we flying as fast as possible? Are we trying to come in under radar or what?
As loud as possible.
Radar.
Is there any way I can use my psychic abilities to obscure our presence? I don't know if I can or not. I'll figure that out.
That might be a bit.
But
Ship's pretty big. That might be a bit outside of outside of your power level there.
okay.
Just a bit outside.
Can you monitor them and see if they suspect us, Prince?
Yeah, you could definitely look for change. You could definitely watch for changes in the psychic command signals and whatnot. That you could totally do.
Okay, well the crystal's doing that. All right. Then I go ahead and I pay attention to what the crystal is receiving.
All right, so you're monitoring that. Corey, you're going to give me a piloting roll for trying to bring us in nice and quiet here.
I have to read something to you, Bryce.
Yeah.
19.
19.
A telepath can project their thoughts into another's mind over some distance. The higher the telepath's resolve attribute, the greater the distance. This communication is undetectable by normal means, though an ESP sensitive might be able to pick it up. Communication takes the form of thoughts and ideas and can include sounds, sights, smells, or anything else the telepath can sense. This communication is one way unless the target is also a telepath. The communication link lasts until one party in it is distracted and then it breaks, needing to be reestablished to continue.
All right.
And in order to use it, oops, I have to spend story points. So this would be 2 story points so far, I think.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Well, let's see here. To use telepathy, character must spend a story point. If the target is willing, then establish automatically. So you're going to spend a story point. And let's see. You're going to roll.
An ingenuity plus resolve versus
Yes.
the target's ingenuity plus resolve.
Yes.
Actually,
you get plus. You get the character's your ingenuity resolve +2, so you get a +2 bonus to your roll according to this here.
all right.
And that probably could have gone better for my people, but fine, it's great too.
Ingenuity plus resolve is okay, that's 9 plus 8 15.
All right, so let's see.
Wait, I'm sorry, plus 2 60 17.
17. All right, well, that's going to be a solid success. So, yeah, as long as you are not distracted by something, you can totally plant the idea. Yeah, because you've got, with Resolve 6, your range is nationwide, essentially. So, yeah. You can plant the idea in anyone who might be down there that there's no ship, no matter what their instruments might tell them.
Alrighty, I do just that. Can I, I'm pretty much focused on the crystal as a means by which to actually target my thoughts. Can I just kind of, as an aside, just say out loud, for the moment, they are not aware of our presence as we are continuing towards them.
I'm fine with that. Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
And I will continue to try to maintain clouding their minds.
All right. So Prince says this as Cora sets a course, taking you to the north, then goes into a trance. The crystal on his staff starts glowing quite brightly, becomes almost incandescent with the power flowing through it. Something that Thargan, I'm sure, is familiar with, but or not. Up to you.
Chamberlain, no.
Does give everything on the bridge kind of a nice pink mood hue here going on. Bit of mood lighting breaking out here on the ship. Go ahead and give me the piloting roll, Cora. This since you don't necessarily come in under the radar, this is just how fast we're going to get up there.
23.
Does not take long. And the 23, you're going to see this on your instruments before it, for anyone else notices it, since you're focused on flying the ship. So you're heading north, and it looks like you're just heading towards more forest. It kind of all blurs together after a point because most of the damn planet's a forest. But as the ship kind of glides for the north, you see, and no one else seems to has noticed this yet, there's a point not far ahead where you can kind of see unusual motion kind of shaking the trees, essentially. And take a bit of a closer look at it, and it's a writhing mass of these vines that seems to be surrounding an incredibly well camouflaged kind of one-story low-slung building that probably, if you weren't this low and actively looking for something, you would never actually find.
That's some pretty messed up shit.
The vines aren't attacking it; they're just like the vine equivalent of like shielding it, essentially.
Can we use our sensors to see what's in that building? Life forms?
Absolutely. Whoever wants to use the sensors to do that, needs to give me awareness and technology.
It's +6.
Not me.
I'm going to spend a story point to roll 4 dice. I'm sure. $18.
Nice roll. So you fire up the scanners, and yes, you can penetrate the vines and into the building, and you pick up there is a significant amount of power being generated in this building. Whatever they're doing is requiring a significant amount of energy, so they've got a pretty strong power plant here. You also pick up that they're well hidden, but they do have a pair of ray guns, ray cannons set up, for anti-aircraft purposes. They are not currently active or targeting, as the prince's mental transmission is seems to be working, as there's been no reaction from down there. You are detecting, as we look at our notes. Let's see. You are detecting 10 life signs.
Karma, comma,
Yes.
chameleon. Does this affect other life forms besides the vines?
Only if they're made of the components that the vines are made of.
Can you target that mass over there?
Sure.
Do it.
Allow me to shoot it. Oh,
Do it.
do it.
Get the companion to shoot our guns.
I might need the companion to shoot our guns because I'm not exactly a gunner. Nor am I a doctor.
Doctor, lady.
Doctor.
lady.
Doctor. Is it ingenuity and technology again? Bryce locked up.
Damn it.
No.
Unless he's just thinking about it deeply.
He's thinking. Really, really thinking. Something bad is about to happen.
How bad shall I kill them?
On my mark, release hell.
Right.
Hell. It only makes 8 years.
I did.
So you release the compound, the vines die, we go in hierarchically and rescue the people, the end.
Good night.
Yeah,
This sounds like a grand idea.
that'll work. That was a great game, guys. Glad we played.
It's like making sure you get the right weed killer that kills only the weeds and not the grass.
Well,
And we can go market this stuff to people who take care of their lawns on Earth.
There you go. Kill sentient and non-sentient grass.
How many times did this happen? You're growing a lawn and vines come over and kidnap you.
If you have someone trying to mow the lawn flailing around, obviously inept.
Be like those commercials with like the amazing plastic that comes out of a can.
No, Permaseal.
Yeah. People are like, oh, I can put that in my car. It's in my oil. I put my oil to stop leaks. No.
Oh.
Don't do that.
Warnings: do not ingest. Do not.
It didn't say
use
that.
internally.
Warning, you will be sorry.
It didn't say I could eat it.
Warning, do not use if you're a dumbass.
I'm asked because you bought this.
saw the instructional video on the infomercial at midnight. It's not a good product.
If it's a staple of digital TV commercials, yeah.
Pretty good chance you should pass. Save your $14.95.
You know what? Wait for the next commercial and get some catheters.
Self-inserting catheter.
Make sure you find the right one for you.
Yep. What? You're not coming up again?
That was fun.
Oh, so we sprayed the plants. They died, and we came in and rescued the people. And
Well, yeah, that sounds thrilling. If only my computer would have allowed me to experience that with you. Damn.
It was awesome. You missed it all.
Targan killed so many plants.
I did.
All of the plants avenging the crew member that didn't die.
I am now Thargan the lawnmower.
Lawnmower.
All right, so before my computer decides to crash for a fifth time this evening, apparently I'm going to spend the weekend troubleshooting what the fuck's up with my computer.
Right.
Sounds like it.
I think you dropped off right as you asked Bob to make a roll.
Yeah, Bob, you were going to spray these bad boys down, if I recall properly.
You're muted, Bob.
Yep. You didn't miss much. I just said
It
yep.
was very poignant. I wanted to hear that. Yes.
It's important. All right. Give me, it's going to be ingenuity and technology.
All right.
I think you get
Wow. 18.
18. All right, so these guys roll. No. So you start hosing these things down with your aerial dispersal system, and of course, works perfectly as you anticipated, being of your rope construction.
It was made with inferior human materials, so.
Well, yeah.
That is a Martian.
It's a testament to your prowess that it works.
I can work even with inferior materials.
That's right. So the stuff kind of
Proof of my
billows out
genius.
and just starts settling on this writhing mass of tentacle-like vines, and they go from kind of undulating around this thing to their movements become kind of erratic and uncontrolled, and then they just start to kind of melt and kind of unravel into kind of
Goo.
goo and ooze, plant-colored goo and ooze. It kind of starts kind of spewing out of things, and it kind of eventually kind of collapse down to the ground, just kind of twitching as they continue to break down.
Excellent. Worked exactly as I planned.
It's vaguely distressing.
Right?
I can disintegrate things without even using my disintegration gun. So yes, the vines are now out of the way.
Have you ever stood under a crop duster when it flies by?
Right. Attention all hands. Grab your weapons. We're going on a rescue mission.
Sargon is out the door.
Bum, 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 bum.
He is fast walking towards the
Right.
door.
Prince, should we put Targan in charge of the rescue?
Who? Prince?
Targan?
Target. Oh,
Prince,
okay. I'm sorry. I can't answer. He doesn't answer. I am focused fully on the staff.
Attention crew, Thargan is leading the rescue mission.
You hear a whoop in the distance from Thargan.
Thargan, are you aware of that psychics like it when you move them into a very dark, small room while they are in their meditative states?
The captain said rescue mission, which probably means
I know.
I'm gone.
Thargan, may I make you a disintegration gun?
I stop in my tracks. What?
I wish to call it the Eludium Q-36 explosive space modulator.
Oh my god.
It's perfect for a Martian.
It is.
How soon can you have it ready?
Attention, idiots. This is
Disregard the last announcement, Captain. It's not in control.
Attention, you idiots.
We're on a rescue mission, not a discussion.
Great. So this time, when you shoot the person you're rescuing, they can just melt before your eyes.
Is there any other to go?
It would be fun.
Considering my accuracy, probably not.
Well, you got Marksman 3.
Do I have Marksman 3? Okay.
You got Marksman 3. That's
Not bad.
it's average.
Okay. My coordination is also 3.
I mean, it's not, running in there and swinging with your strength and fighting plus max bonuses and whatnot.
True.
Might give them a fighting chance if you use a disintegration gun. They might get a chance to dodge instead of just being cleaved. All right. So
It's silly to a fool creatures.
Thargan is in charge of the away party rescue mission combo platter.
Rescue mission.
So the question is, Thargan, who are you taking with you as you put together your away team?
Oh, I put everyone on alert.
Oh.
I grab my staff and distractedly follow after everyone else.
All right, man. Some of you may die, but be brave.
If you insist on dying at least die like Martians.
Yes. Die with honor.
Thargan, we may
Let's
need
go
to
out
work
there
on
and-
your motivational speaking.
Let's go out there and kill something.
No simpering. Simpering will result in immediate execution.
Yes. If I see you turn to run, I will kill you myself.
Yeah, I hear all this. No. No, my own crew.
No killing retreating fearful crew, Captain?
No.
Shouldn't that be added to one of your rules?
No.
Fine. If I see you running, I will not kill you, but may maim or injure you.
No. You can give him shame flowers.
Fine. I'm very disappointed. Let's go out and rescue. Argan always gives me quotes whenever I say rescue.
Yeah, I know.
So, Thargan, as leader of this, what is your strategy? So this building is well covered in vegetation, which helped it blend in. The vines have melted into large puddles of goo that kind of surround the area. There aren't any windows or anything fun like that. Looks like you do have a rather sturdy-looking front door.
Direct line towards the front door. and knocking it down. And yes, that does mean going to the puddle of goo.
Well, the goo is just sticky. I mean,
Okay.
that's kind of all that is. It's not doing anything to you, right? Not doing anything. It's just gooey.
Yeah, that's the extent of his strategy at this point because I don't have any apparent enemies. It's a direct march in there.
Well, not surprisingly, the door is locked.
That is what a max is for.
Give me a max roll. So it's going to be strength, fighting, +2 for the max, plus another 2 for the quality of it. Probably want to use the hammer in since you're trying to knock something down.
Mm-hmm. And does that give me any extra? Okay, that's the damage. Okay. 20.
Well, so the door is locked. One of the crew members offers, before they can step forward fast enough to offer to attempt to pick it, with a mighty swing, Thargan attacks and kills the door. It kind of splinters inward there. Opens up into a room. Looks like it's a kind of a security checkpoint kind of a thing. Someone's supposed to be watching who comes in and out of the building. You've got a couple of guards that are set up kind of behind a desk here. They're using it for cover. Behind them, there is a wall with another door on it. Looks like it goes further into the building. Also, behind them on the wall, now as you're inside, is something that's becoming all too familiar to this crew, is a rather large swastika.
Of course.
Good. The spray did not kill everyone. And I charged towards the Nazis.
Well, yeah, you charge. They move to react. Your crew follows them in behind you there. Did anyone else join Thargan's rescue mission?
I did not look to see if anyone's following me, so.
Well, I mean, the rest of the captain dispatched the crew.
Sure.
You've got NPCs.
I
All
have.
right, so Prince, you're there. Anyone else? Anyone else joined the away team there?
No, I put Thargan in charge.
I'm going along to spectate.
All right, so spectating, crew fanning out. Thargan is going to charge the Nazis. Prince, what is your action here?
Once is it evident to me that this is coming from a specific individual yet?
Yes. The psychic power is coming from a specific individual. Not any of the two currently in this room here. They appear to just be guards. The person you're looking for is going to be through the door behind the guards that Thargan is now charging with his hammocks in position to start, killing people.
Okay. Can I use my telepathy to distract them so that it causes them to break concentration?
Yes.
All right. That is another story point, isn't it?
Yes.
What am I doing? Oh, it's right there. Okay.
All right, so yeah, you're gonna make ingenuity resolve +2, opposed by ingenuity resolve of the person that you're.
Okay. Now a 5. Ooh. Engineering resolve. I'm sorry. You said it's ingenuity and resolve.
Ingenuity and resolve +2, plus
9,
whatever you roll.
10, 11. 22.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah. You they put up a bit of a fight. Just as anyone would in this situation. But yeah, you were able to overwhelm your target there.
Okay. All right. Literally just trying to disrupt their whole psychic emanations.
Oh yeah, you've completely you've got that completely out of whack at this point.
Okay. Then I kind of sidestep everything else that's going on. I'm going after that person.
All right. You sidestep and are moving past everything. The guards are quite distracted by the large charging Martian and the remainder of the crew. Thargan, give me an attack roll.
I'm gonna try to. Can I attack both parties, both guards simultaneously?
Yeah, let's see. I think there's a penalty for multiple actions. Let me double check.
Sure.
Target is attacking like Sir Lancelot, the Holy Grail.
Let's see. All right. Fighting man. All right, so yeah, normally it's a -2 penalty for taking a second action, but you also have.
I'm gonna spin the story point on this roll, just so you know. So that makes anything.
Let's see. But so here's the thing, though. You have Fighting Man, so you get a free action or reaction to the combat phase. So you can attack both of them without suffering a penalty, essentially.
Okay, I will do that thing. If I see the prince running off to take care of someone, I will holler at my crew behind me to protect the prince. Follow him or what have you.
That's it. Give me a pair of rolls then.
Strength plus fighting. 15 plus my roll. That is oh wow, okay. 24 and 21.
Good God.
Bit of a combat monster there.
Just a bit.
Which side of it are you? Which side of the axe are you using?
I know that the captain has a great hatred of these Nazi people, so I use the blade. So it's a +4. It's a cleaving action.
So yeah, they're raising their weapons. They've got machine guns that they were bringing to bear on you, but you crash through their cover, and before they can get their guns around on you, you are just slicing and dicing them with this axe.
as I'm doing that, I'm gonna holler, Jimmy, the prince suffers wounds. It is on you.
I won't let anyone touch him. You just kind of hear out of the din there. All right. So, Prince, the guards are very distracted by the Martian warriors embedding their axe in them. So you're able to make it to the door. The crew is accompanying you. Kama, from your observatory post there, you see clearly the prince has done something psychically and is now a Martian on a mission. Meanwhile, Thargan is coming pretty close to dismembering a pair of Nazis. What are you doing? Following the action? Or
I think I shall follow the prince. I think Thargan's got himself under control. Or where Thargan wants to be. I do not know.
What's control for Thargan, yeah.
The whirling dervish of death and destruction. He's quite happy right now.
You watch
Very
the
much a
Vibroax series of How to Kill Me.
Yeah. very much a Tasmanian devil kind of thing. Just
you're vibroaxing you.
right.
All right, so Prince, you make it through the door without any kind of incident. The screams of the Nazi guards behind you.
Ah, we surrender.
Yes, yeah. This is simply, music to my Martian ears. Thargan.
Yeah.
It's peculiarly comforting. Thargan killing someone again. How nice. feels like home.
I'll consider removing a petal or two from the flowers.
Yes.
United and it feels so
I say consider.
The odd popping, sucking sound as he yanks another leg off of someone at the hip.
Oh, that sounded juicy.
Yeah.
And use it to beat the other one with.
And then beat the other one with it.
I'm gonna rip his leg off and beat you to death with it. What?
No, he's literal.
So, you basically you open the you throw open the door, charge in. This is a much larger room. Appears to be looks like a lab of some sort. Exact nature does not necessarily jump off the does not necessarily reveal itself to you anyway. Let me check your character sheet here. How much science do you have there?
I have two.
You got 2 science. So you got a bit of science.
Mhm.
Based on what Kama has said about these things, clearly this is the place where these vines were engineered. Kama, to you, it's definitely the place where this was engineered.
Nazis.
Mm.
Who knew?
There's definitely some advanced technology in here, although what its point of origin would require some actual study. It does not necessarily reveal itself at first glance, because of course everything is covered with shiny chrome and Nazi logos.
Mm-hmm.
Also in this room,
Robert Downey Jr.
you've got there are 3 individuals. They appear to be scientists, judging by their lab coats. Also, of course, because they put the logo on everything, with Nazi logos on it. Interestingly enough, and Prince, this is the source of the psychic commands, the what you've been picking up. Towards the center of this room, there is a large chair essentially, where there is a young, looks like a young human woman seated. She is strapped in to this chair. There is a kind of helmet thing securely fastened on her head. Got a number of cables and wires that go up into the ceiling, where it kind of attaches to some other form of much larger piece of equipment up there that is kind of pulsing and glowing, kind of the same color that your staff glows when it's doing psychic things.
Mm-hmm.
Her eyes are closed. She appears to be in significant distress, sweaty. Clothes are kind of beat up. She may have been there for a while. Who knows?
All right. I use voice of authority, which is a minor good trait.
Yes, it is.
And I say, like, let me think. I say, I walk in, I glide in the way that I always do, and I say, pathetic Nazis. Fear me, kneel before you're better.
I like it. That's going to be presence and convince +2 for your voice of authority.
Presence and convince. Oh wow!
You know what? I'm going to give you an additional +2 on top of your voice of authority, because with the door open, they can hear the guards screaming. At this point, it's kind of devolved into gurgling, and also you've got a European standing behind you. Too.
Like, horrible things are happening. Well, things are happening.
A lot of not good is happening here.
12 plus 9. 21.
Hit me.
They kind of flinch and kind of hesitate for almost a second there, but yeah, they get down on their knees.
All right. Okay, I can take a deep breath. Actually, I have a we have communicators, don't we?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh. Captain.
Yes.
The Nazis are kneeling.
Excellent.
Nazis, huh?
Yes. They have come to understand that should they do anything that will displease us, I will have Thargan tear them literally limb from limb.
Well, let's get them in the brig. We're going to Earth.
Come back, you Nazi. I'm not
All right. We actually, has the crew followed me in?
Oh yeah, the crew's behind you. Comma's behind you.
I gestured. Oh, yeah, have at it. I walk over to the.
I disintegrate them all.
Pew, 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 pew.
Oh, sorry.
There you're open of you.
You said have at it. Usually what that means.
And then one of them goes, "It's beautiful," before he melts.
You. I do go up to the woman. You. What is your name?
She kind of it takes her a moment to kind of actually, bring herself around to being able to communicate verbally. When her eyes open, she looks exhausted. My name is Mary.
And she's one of the Nazis, yes?
Well, she's in this chair. You don't know. She's not wearing any Nazi gear. You don't know what her affiliation is.
All right, I was kind of trying to figure out. That's what I meant. I'm sorry.
Yes, yeah. I mean, she's clearly strapped and restrained in this chair.
Exactly how have you come to be here? Are you a Nazi?
She kind of was like, no, they kidnapped me and forcing me to do things.
Are you native? Are you? Do you possess the psychic talent already?
A little, but they injected me with stuff and they messed with my head.
Comma.
Yes.
Perhaps there's something here of interest to you. They have the ability to amplify psychic abilities. Perhaps there's something here of interest to me.
Would this be a possibility of me experimenting on you?
I wouldn't go quite that far, but this lovely, young woman has already been experimented upon. So, no.
Face lights up as much as your open face can.
But
I haven't experimented on a Martian in years.
Live experimentation with a live host who can't escape. Delightful.
It's just like home. Like literally just like home because they do that.
You Europans actually make me very uncomfortable.
Yeah, they should.
Like, you will come with me.
Anywhere but here.
All right. I contemplate actually reaching out to actually help her. I don't normally do that.
Well, I mean, by this point, Thargan, you've made short work of the Nazis out there. So, Thargan, if you want to join them in this lab, you can.
Are you able to get yourself down from this platform? Oh, wait. I guess I gesture towards her restraints. Like, you need help with those?
She's like, yeah, I can't get myself out.
Thargan, are you done killing Nazis?
I will step up behind you, covered in blood.
Covered in blood and blood and pansies.
Yes, my blood pansies.
Thargan, you've completely
Pansies. I thought you said panties at first. He was on an odd panty raid in the other room.
Oh, yeah.
When panty raids go wrong.
Oh my gosh, blood and panties.
Oh dear.
It's so very wrong. Thargan, your shame flowers, they're absolutely ruined. We must get you more.
You jerk.
I will make sure I wash them all individually, sir.
No bother. I will find you more. Could you release this woman? She seems to have some minor psychic ability, which the Nazis were boosting.
Release her from life?
She is not a Nazi. Do not kill her. She will be coming back to the ship with us.
I will break her. She's restrained, right?
Oh yeah.
I will. Is it so? Yeah, I wouldn't use my weapon. That'd be a bit too lack of precision. I would break her bonds.
I released her by cutting her arms off.
Right.
It would
Her
work.
hand now fits
It's
through.
just a torso now, but she's not strapped in anymore, so that's good, right?
I cauterized all of her stumps. It's fine.
It's fine. We're all fine here.
I will break the restraints.
Actually, if they can simply be released, that's fine too.
Thargan just wants to show off.
Yeah, if they're belts and buckles, I break them. I don't unfasten.
So yeah, with your strength, you make pretty short work of the restraints. Mary tries to kind of stand up, but her legs are pretty wobbly. It's clear that she is pretty weak.
Oh
She
wait,
needs an assistance. I will pick her up and throw her over my shoulder.
I'm kind of probably responsible for part of this because I definitely kind of let her have it mentally. I think, didn't I?
Oh yeah.
Ah,
I will pick her up.
You
throw her over
tortured
my shoulder.
a prisoner?
oopsies.
I disintegrate him.
I didn't know. I guess I could have actually queried the mind that I was actually in contact with, which I did not. It is true. I just assumed they were being bad. So I spanked them, I guess. But I probably should have asked a question or two.
Naughty mind.
It's like, are you being forced to do this? Do you want to do this? Are you a Nazi? Yeah, any number of questions might have helped. Okay, well, we're living on.
So she is now laying on my bloody shoulders.
Yeah, her day's getting better by the moment.
This is awesome.
It's like
Everything's awesome.
There is a kind of a shout of joy from the rest of the crew as they've been kind of searching the area. And they found prisoner cells where where Cookie was found. Kind of beat up, but more or less in one piece. Also rescued the remaining missing members of the expedition you guys were looking for.
well,
Cookie, it is your lucky day.
I knew you guys would come for me.
You are not dead.
I thought I was a goner there, but none of those vines has dragged me.
Now I will have to scratch out your epitaph.
yeah, no. It is better to leave the remembrance of your near death. That way, you'll be sure to make better effort to avoid such a thing in the future. Besides, it looks excellent next to the poster which has been placed upon the wall of Thargan in his cleaning regalia and shade flowers.
He's like, I didn't know I would miss that, but I missed this.
Yeah, you can, and additionally, yes, you can view your epitaph anytime you like.
It's like, well, I'm just glad I'll be around to see it.
Here lies Cookie. He liked bowling.
Never been bowling. What? You guys don't even know me, do you?
No,
Who is this guy anyway?
No.
no, we don't. We don't. We have all we know about you is that you're a remarkably incompetent cook.
You're a terrible cook.
Wait, what was his function aboard the ship precisely? Was it only cooking incompetently?
I think he was also kind of the doctor as well.
Oh,
The chef doctor. Yeah.
and he will continue to serve a function. Otherwise, I would have wondered why we came back to get him. Anyway, I'm going back to the ship. You all
I
have
will
a
not say farewell to you again. I already did that.
I turn around and I breeze out of the room and go striding back towards the ship. My
I
work
already,
is done.
I already toasted your death. I will not do so again. And then follow the prince.
One toast per lifetime.
Yes.
And as the prince glides out, I think that is where we will, with the crew reunited once again, I believe that is where we will leave off for the evening.
All right.
I did not get to disintegrate Mike, though.
I am not on the disintegration menu. I'm so sorry.
Disintegration's the best one.
We have an abundance of Nazi prisoners, however. You may feel free to choose one that
Nope.
looks
Nope.
useless.
No,
No?
we're turning them into the good old US of A.
Is there a bounty on these Nazis?
We're doing it because I'm a patriotic American.
You may return them in and we get nothing for it.
Can we do some experiments on them?
No,
Experimentation would actually yield us considerable information,
But they were just experimenting on her.
given that they are so
It's
comfortable
only right.
with information. It is only appropriate.
Yes, Captain.
Hide the Nazis.
A new rule.
Hide the Nazis.
add the rule. No experimentation on prisoners. Prisoners.
What was your rule? I missed part of it.
No experimentation on prisoners. No disintegration of prisoners.
You got it, Captain.
Just to be
No
so
torture,
specific.
disintegration.
And
He did not say that I could not, that I was not allowed to utilize my psychic abilities to extract information from them against their will.
That's fine.
Okay then, I'll set two. You look intelligent and yet weak-willed. I'll start with you.
Very interesting.
As I glide by, I hand the captain earplugs.
This part gets loud.
It's been I experience a human scream when we do this.
Okay. Well, what?
I just hand them to him and walk away.
Dargan? You did a good job.
Thank you, Captain.
I'm giving you this bravery medal.
And shame flowers.
Bravery medal.
Thank you, Captain. And I pin it on. Still holding the girl on my shoulder, probably covered in blood.
I guess get her to the infirmary.
I am going to have to do something about the captain undermining my authority.
I have brave shame flowers.
It's okay. He prefers posies because they are so damn near indestructible.
Dargan sees no conflict in the two, a contradiction of the two.
More delicate shame flowers. Do these die easy?
I will get you a shame cactus.
What do they call it? I'll find something appropriate.
Well, we'll push the button here.
Son of